Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show off yet more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Got a small stack of used stuff I wanted to show off here. Most of it comes from half price books, so the last two are actually from eBay. So we're just going to kick things off. The first three are actually live albums. Starting off, we have Cream with Live Cream Volume 2. Yeah, legendary psychedelic bluesy hard rock band from London, England, active between 1966 and 1968, featuring Eric Clapton on the guitar. This is the band's second live album, put out by Polydor in 1972. This basically contains 6 tracks recorded live at various performances between March 9th and October 4th of 1968. I have not had a chance to listen to this or any of these yet, so I don't know what this sounds like, but I've enjoyed everything I've heard from this band so far, so I have no doubts that it's going to be awesome. Next up, and live album a lot of people said I needed to have. This is Scorpions with Tokyo Tapes. Kind of a legendary cover there. I think everybody's seen that cover at one point or another. But yeah, Scorpions, hard rock, heavy metal band. Depends on who you talk to, what they consider them. From Hanover, Lower Saxony, Germany. Been around since 1964. This is the band's first live album, originally put out by RCA in 1978. This is a 2002 Hippo Records remaster. And like I said, I have not had a chance to listen to this, but I've been kind of slowly building up my Scorpions collection. So when I saw that in the bin, I was like, yeah, why not? And finally, we have Thin Lizzy with Still Dangerous. Again, another hard rock, heavy metal band. Depends on who you talk to, what they consider them. Originally from Dublin, Ireland, though they later relocated to London, England. Active since 1969. This is a live album recorded at the Tower Theater in Philadelphia back in 1977. Put out by VH1 Classic Records in 2009. Again, another band that I'm trying to build up my collection on, and I am slowly dwindling that one down. And that is it for the live albums. And then after this one, it gets a little bit heavier. So, yeah. Next up, we have a single. And I know you don't see me show these too often. In fact, you really don't see CD singles much anymore at all, which is kind of sad because I always loved collecting singles. But this is Ozzy Osbourne with Mama, I'm Coming Home. Of course, if you're into heavy metal and you don't know who Ozzy is, there's got to be something wrong with you. But yeah, heavy metal musician. Of course, he was there to pretty much start the whole damn thing. Yeah, from Birmingham, England, though currently he kind of splits his time up between the US and the UK. He's been in this solo band of his since 1980. This is a single put out by Sony Music in 1992. Contains the song Mama, I'm Coming Home off of the 1991 album, No More Tears, but it also contains 2 previously unheard, or unavailable, I should say, tracks, namely Don't Blame Me and Party with the Animals. So I'm really looking forward to hearing those. I mean, Mama, I'm Coming Home, of course, I've heard like a million times. Definitely not one of my favorite songs of his, or even off of that album in particular. But like I said, when I saw this in there, and like I said, you don't see CD singles very often, and as cheap as it was, I was like, yeah, I've got to pick that up. And of course, I try to get anything Ozzy related. All right, moving on to some heavier stuff here. This is a band I recently started getting into. So when I saw this in there, I was really excited. But this is Fluids with Not Dark Yet. Of course, Fluids, brutal death metal / grindcore band out of Phoenix, Arizona. Been around since 2018. This is their third full-length album put out by Hell's Headbangers back in 2021. And like I said, I have not had a chance to listen to any of these, but I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've heard from Fluids so far. And again, another band that I'm trying to build my collection up. Alrighty, and the last two here are both by the same band. That is Hate Plow. Which is a death metal band out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Been around since 1993. Features current and former members of bands like Malevolent Creation, Cannibal Corpse, Monstrosity, among others. Though currently, according to the archives, the only member that is still left in this band is, I believe, the one that founded the band, and that is Phil Fasciani from Malevolent Creation. So not sure what the hell happened there. But yeah, he is currently the only member in that band. But yeah. Like I said, I found these off of eBay because they're not really easy to find anymore. though a box set was released called I forget what it's actually called. I think it's just a compilation. I think it just has their logo on it. But it basically contains both of their albums and a compilation called Mosh Pit Murder, which came out in 2004. The compilation itself, the whole box set actually was released in 2021. And the Mosh Pit Murder thing actually has live tracks as well as their 1996 demo and a track from their 1999 demo. So yeah, I saw that kind of readily available on Amazon and a couple other places, but I really wanted to get original copies of the albums themselves so I can have the full artwork and everything. And like I said, I was finally able to find them for a decent price. First up, we have Everybody Dies. Yeah, this is actually their debut full-length album put up by Pavement Music in 1998, and really dig this album. I mean, Kyle Simons, God, I could not think of his name off the top of my head. His vocals sound absolutely killer on this and the follow-up album, but there's some pretty funny songs on here. Prison Bitch, $20 Blowjob, Born with Both, and the bonus track, Sunshine of Your Love, and Pepe Lopez song. Crazy stuff, but really solid death metal. And then we have their second and so far last full-length album, The Only Law is Survival. Again, put out by Pavement Music in 2000. Again, another really solid album. And this one has kind of some more, different, more serious song titles like Shattered by Disease. Let's see, what else we got here? Random Acts of Violence, Resurgence of Hate. So they kind of got a little bit more serious with their song titles on here, but still more solid death metal. I would definitely go check out Hate Plow if you have not already. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.